What's up guys and welcome. I'll be showing you a radiator fluids change on a 2008 Kawasaki Ninja 650. This will transfer over to other bikes as well, so it's all pretty much basic and the same. So first I'm going to start off with the nut right here on the radiator block, or part of the block of the engine. So you would take off this plug real quick and let it drip. If you don't take off your cap, it will just drip slowly from the beginning, and then later on in the video I will show you I get to the cap and take it off. But that's where you'll start and see it just dripping nice and slow. Then next you'll need a Allen wrench for the nut on the bottom, and then a socket for the top one. You can also see on the screen. And you can see mine's low, and someone had used a blue radiator fluid. I don't exactly know what kind. I actually think he gave it to me when I bought the bike. But this time I'm going to be using a Maxima Coolant. It's a motorcycle and ATV coolant, and it's for winter and summer. It's also pre-diluted, and they also used 50% deionized water. So it's very good stuff. The freezing point is -34 and boiling point is plus 265 degrees. So this stuff's good. I recommend going and picking one of these up, or two if you want. I bought two and I only ended up needing one. And now I'm grabbing my small socket Craftsman set. You can usually pick these up for a decent amount in all kinds of different set size. And I'm using a 10 millimeter, and that's for the top one here. And so once you break that free, that gives you the opportunity to open up the radiator cap. And once you get the radiator cap open and crack that open, it's gonna give it some vent or air, and it's going to shoot out the side. So get a bucket ready. I probably made a little bit of a mistake in here, but I had only pretty much one hand while recording this, so just have something ready so you don't get it all over the place and make a huge mess. And at this point you might as well get some scissors or a box cutter out, because you're going to have to cut the zip tie if the zip tie is still there on the hose. And later in the video, make sure to have a zip tie handy so you can put one back. I just recommend, if a zip tie is there and it was there by factory, I just recommend going back and putting the same zip tie in the same spot. So after this, I cut the zip tie, and then I raise the reservoir up and just drain the rest of it so it can all go out of the reservoir, so again I don't make a huge mess. You can now go ahead and get ready to open up the cap little by little, and if you have two hands or someone else who can also help you, just have them hold the bucket over the hole while you open up the radiator so it can all drain out. I just put the GoPro on the ground for now, and you can see the stream through the bucket, which I thought was sweet. But yep, that's how you do it. Now that you have the plug out of your radiator, draining all the fluids, now I would recommend going and getting your distilled water or your Brita filtered water. I was using twice Brita filtered water here just to get as many impurities out while I just try to flush my radiator and get anything out that I don't want in there. And even the Coolant that I use is 50% deionized water, and then the other 50% is their Coolant. So you know there's going to be very little or no impurities in there, since they're using deionized water, which means nothing but water, H2O particles are in there. And the Coolant. So just make sure you get that nice and flush. You just want your radiator clean. It is one of the main components of a motorcycle, and it is keeping your engine cool in extreme temperatures on and off. So just make sure it's clean, and it will be nice to you back. You can now just repeat the process. Put the plug back in, tighten it up snug, get two hands on your wrench and just get a good feel. Don't over tighten this or you will have a bad day. Very bad day. go ahead and grab whatever radiator fluid you're going to be using now, and go ahead and fill it slowly, and then once it's to the tippy top, fill it up again, and just keep repeating the process until you know it's completely full. And I would just suggest just take your time and wait, fill it up, wait, just keep doing that, repeat the process. Go ahead and snug up your reservoir tank back up to your motorcycle mounts where it's supposed to be at. And then after this, I'm going to screw this down. It's all squeaky. Don't over tighten this because it's plastic to metal. Just give it a good snug, nothing too crazy. And then go ahead and get your zip tie out. And I pre-bent the zip tie so I could get it in, especially with one hand because I had camera in that other hand. But just pre-bend it, kind of crimp it down, get some pliers, and just get some force so you can see it's like already has a couple bends, so I could just easily get it around the frame. And then just go ahead and tighten this, and don't over tighten that because you don't want to pinch the hose. So once you have the zip tie in place, all you have left to do is just fill up your reservoir tank, and again, take your time. Do it a couple times, wait a few minutes, and you're all set to go. If you guys learned anything from this video at all, please give me a like, subscribe, and I'm gonna be posting more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching. I very much do appreciate it, and peace.